Hello everybody and welcome to the OCTO-DESIGNZ channel. This is part 2 or the second drawing or whatever of me drawing characters from Rainbow Friends. So I already drew blue in the previous video that I did on this, which is on my channel. Check it out. I'm going to be drawing the next character now. I'm going to be drawing a character named Green. I think that's the name. So yeah, in order to do that, first we got to erase this one. Erase. Bigger than that, please. I already have it saved, so it's not a huge. Wait, hold on. It's only gonna erase. It's only gonna erase like each layer. All right, we'll just do it that way then. We'll just do it that way. I already have it saved, so it's not a big deal. Come on, erase. Okay, and then the yellow, and then the blue. Come on now. You can do it. There we go. Now, let's just go to layer 10 just for the sake of it. Now, which green shall I use? No, I need this. Which one looks the most like the character? Can I change it like this? Let's just see. No, it needs to be a little bit more darker. Maybe a little bit more like... I like the other one a little bit more. Yeah, like that, that's fine. Now, this is just going to be his head, so let me see. I think there's a way I can do this and make it work. But first, let me do this. Delete all these from the previous drawing that I did, because we don't need 1,000. Come on, we don't need 1,000 different layers. Let's just delete. There we go. Let's just leave layer 10. Now, I have the picture on my phone right here. I'm not going to lie about it. I have a picture on my phone, so I can just kind of glance over and just kind of copy it. I just had to move my phone because it was in the way. Now, let me try and draw. I'm going to try doing it this way first, and if it's too hard, then I'll just have to convert over to a different strategy. So we'll try like this first. I'm going to do like this across. Alright. I'm questioning if I like the green. It's good enough. I don't really care too much. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's like fine, whatever. It's not the biggest deal in the world. The green is fine. It doesn't have to be like exactly the same color. I'm not doing that level. I mean, it's close enough, you know. It'll look fine. Alright, so now we gotta do the top of the head. I'm just looking over, making sure it's like, okay, so it's not super, curved at the top. Come on now. Here we go. Get that part done, and then do this. Just want to smooth it out. Remember my previous part. Come on now. Just remember my previous part. Want to smooth it out. So, smooth it out like this. Now we gotta draw the line straight down. This is gonna be fun. Let me try now. Is there a way to kind of like, lock it in place? Let's just draw a line like this. Just go quick. I'll straighten it out after. Okay, and then kind of like just do this, just make it a little smoother on the edge. Just a little bit smoother. Like that. Then I'm actually zooming in a little bit. I'm actually leaning in just a little bit just to see it better, so I can kind of get it pixel perfect. Well, not exactly pixel perfect, as long as it's like, close enough, Doesn't have to be like to a T, literally, I would like it to be, but whatever. Okay, and then do this. Just kind of get it smoothed out. Yeah, that's fine, Now, just another quick one. Go down this side as well. Like another quick, you know, quick line. And then we just kind of do the same thing where we just kind of zoom in a little, look in a little closer just to kind of make sure it's right. Because we don't want it to be wrong. We don't want it to be too wrong. We want it to be pretty legit. Okay, this is going to delete the whole thing though. So, yeah. Let's try doing it like this. A little bit stop, a little bit take your thumb off, finger off the mouse clicker, left click button. That way, you know, you don't accidentally delete all the work you did. Okay, and then like that, and then like that, and then just a little bit more smoothed out, because it's like, you know, take the unclicker off. I know that makes no sense, but just roll with it. And then we do a crossed for the bottom of his neck. Maybe I'll draw his neck after, but for now, or at least part of his like arms or whatever, but for now we're just gonna increase the thickness and just kinda, hold on, just do this. We're gonna need another layer for the next color, for his mouth or whatever, because his mouth is like, you know, a small circle with some teeth. So let's do that next. Now turn that back down to like that. Now we need to do a little bit like, where shall it be? She'll be like, need a new layer. New layer. About, let's try there for now, and just then I'll decide if I want to change it after. But for now we're just gonna do it like this, just to see. Just to see how it works. Alright, gotta get the bottom part of the smile done. And kind of make it a little bit more evened out. Alright, and then do the same thing at the top. Alright, and then like that. We go up and around and fill this area in. Okay. Alright, and then we need to do the darker outline. Right about, is his teeth squares? But they look like squares at the picture, so we're just gonna follow the lead. Okay, I see someone moving at the bottom of my screen there, but that's fine. Hopefully they're not talking to me because I'm in the middle of something right now. I don't want to be rude and not answer you. Or respond in a way that would be, you know, showing that I saw them jumping and showing me their design or whatever, you know. Then we go across, then up, like that. And, you know, once again, this doesn't have to be perfection. I'm trying to get it, you know, it's hard for me to draw with a mouse, you know. I'm better at drawing with, like, pencil, like, you know, a digital pad or whatever. Pencils, pens, on traditional paper. I'm just better with that because I'm more used to it. Oh, come on. This is gonna be like 50 attempts before I get it right. Hopefully not, but we're gonna try not to make it 50 attempts. Because that would be way too long. Now, like that. No, let's try doing this first, just to see. No. Just want to make I might have to actually do it with the actual, like, okay, Okay, so even if you do make it straight, it still squiggles, which is fine, whatever. Let's go fast and see what happens. Maybe that is the secret. Okay, and then it's like a few more lines, like one here. Nope. Oh, wait, come on. And then one here, I think. Right? No. Like that, something like that. And then the smile needs to be a little bit more smiley, if that makes sense. Need to have the parts at the end actually look like, you know, that make it look more complete. Now that that's done, you know, I could outline the whole thing, and I might consider doing that. But for now, we're going to just, you know, keep his mouth like that. Now we're going to do another. I might actually have to, because it's like I'm not gonna be able to see his eyeball. So I think I might have to do like this. I have an idea. Let me try this. Now let's move this layer down like that. And the reason I'm doing that is so that I have some sort of darker color, so I'm able to see the white, you know, in front of it. So which layer was it? Layer 2. Okay. Now, thickness, smallify it. I know it's not a word, but we're going to pretend it is. So now the eye only goes up to the top, so it goes like down to about here. And then here, so it's like, we go like, let's just draw a rough area just to get an idea of where I'm going to work, you know. Like about here-ish, maybe. Like, I don't think it needs to go out that far. Okay, that deleted the whole thing. Okay, didn't want to stay behind. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Alright, now that's like a rough area of where I'm going to work, you know? Something like this, just like a rough area, you know what I mean? This obviously isn't final, and it's obviously a little too small, because the eyes are, looking at the image over, and the eye, they need to be closer, they need to be like this. The eyes just need to be like closer in line, and then they're like, you know, need to go be a little bit more like, you know, they just do like around, you know. It's like, yeah, just trying to keep it like looking the way it should and being the way it should. Okay, like about, I'm probably gonna have to erase a little bit when I'm done, but let's just do it for now. Let's just keep going with what we're doing, because it's like about here. Yeah. And then we move up here, across here. Alright, so the eyes are there, but there's a small detail, which is that they need to be a little bit, you know, more rounded. And thus, you need to be a little bit more like rounded around, you know, no pun intended, around here. And then we go a little lower to round it out down here. And then we want to make it, this is too rounded, we need it to be a little more meaty around this eye, which sounds weird because eyes are not meat, but whatever. You know what I mean. You know what I meet, haha. Okay, so that's there, and Hold on. Then we gonna this part needs to be out a little bit more at this angle. This part needs to be a little more, come on, just a little bit more, a little more rounded. It just needs to be more like evened out around it. No pun, you get it, around it, pun intended, or not intended, either way is cool. And then we go over here to do that, and even then it's like a little bit too, I'm measuring it with my fingers and it's like a little bit too wide, unfortunately. So I either have to extend this out a little bit or just like it's like, yeah, just okay. Now let's just do this, and I'll fix the actual circles themselves later. I'll fix them themselves, the actual circles, in a second, but I just want to get the actual eyes in here. Alright, and then we do the other side, which is about this, and then over here, there. So it's like about that high, that far. So and then we go, we do the same thing on this side. Like this. Wait, come on, hold on now. He's just staring at me menacingly. Alright, and then it's like this one needs to go like a little bit wider. Come on. Like, you know, something like that. It's like hard to tell where the edge is because it's the same color. Alright, and then I'm trying to get the roundness part of it. Like, you know, because it's not actually a circle on the actual, like, you know, it's an oval. His eyes are an ovular type size. So if we do that, okay, that's way too big, hold on. And then we do like that. And then we go a little bit over here to even it out. So okay, now let's just try what I mentioned before and just see how that works. Make it a little curved. Like that type of thing. Like that. I mean, this looks a little flat by comparison, needs to be a little more rounded, just does. Alright. And then we go, okay, that didn't work. Let's try going faster. I just want to see how the outline works, if it actually makes it look better or worse. I just want to see the final result. Come on, don't do that. Alright, and that's... mean, it's not terrible, it's just my hand. I just cannot keep super steady with this sort of thing with the mouse. And I have to go over like 5 times to get it right, and it's kind of annoying. But whatever. So let's just try going around this. Now this part's going to suck. Like, actually this line's a little too thin. Oh, come on. Okay, so I can't do any more ink. Alright, so hold on. Well, if that's the case, then we'll just do this. Come on. Hey, I can't backspace anymore. I'm gonna spam it a little bit more just to see. Okay, I can't backspace anymore. Let's just erase it then, manually, and leave. Okay, the ink limit. Okay, which one is this? That's that. That's looks creepy. That's weird. Okay, and yeah, let's save. Create. Just do this. What do you mean I can't create a slot with the name green? Maybe you can't use capital letters? Save, overwrite. Okay. We'll just do that and then load it. Wait, hold on. Come on. Okay, hold on now. Alright, now draw. And then we're just gonna apply. Wait, please, please, please don't do the... Oh my... Hold on now. Hold on now. I swear I got rid of that. Actually, no, I know what I did wrong. Let's just fix that. Let's just delete the layer itself. Save, draw. Come on now, don't be like this. Just load when I click. Don't take 1,000 years. Alright, now. Okay, so which one? Oh, so, okay, hold on, which one is which? That stays on. Delete you. Now save. Apply. Alright. Alright. Save. Yes, please. Alright. Let's look at these other people's drawings as the head of, you know, green from the Rainbow Friends. That look. What is that? A crowd of people screaming, or is that the Rainbow Friends? Looks like a hive of ant people. Is that supposed to be purple guy from Rainbow Friends as well? That's a Garten of Ban character. I know the character, but I can't remember the name. An alien. A squiggle in the sky. Maybe they're like standing on top of each other. These people are just default avatars. We have a love heart. That's cute though. Is that supposed to be a gun? Like a revolver. So I think a heart is adorable. It's like, yeah, that's so cute. Is it pixel perfect? Are you really? Wow, that's pretty good. That looks like a egg. Badly painted Easter egg, and that's some sort of blotch. So anyway, that is how we draw the head of green in Rainbow Friends. From Rainbow Friends in this game. Coming up next is my illustration of Green's head, provided with some commentary explaining it. So the process of creating it, so stay tuned. So, now that you have witnessed me create the head of Green, this is my illustration that I came up with. First thing to note, I dropped the little designs in the corners that were in the one I did of Blue. I had these like triangular geometrical designs in the corners. I decided to drop them just so we could focus more on the Two-Face inspired art I did of Green. Now, for starters, I just drew the head of the character and some of the shoulders. I didn't draw the actual tentacle arms or anything. I just wanted to focus on the head. So we got this little line that goes down the middle to kind of separate the two halves of good and evil, or evil and eviler, if you want to be technical. You know, and Green, you know, it's like 3D letters. You know, so they got like a 3D vibe to it, and then you got like little triangles or rectangles going around it, zigzaggy type rectangles, you know, just to make it look a little more interesting. Now we'll start with the easy side. The easy side is what you would expect of Green. You got the eye, even though we can't see. This is his eye. And then you got like, you know, the actual like the cylinder can side of the head, his smile, and then the shoulder, and then you know what he looks like if you played the game or seen an image. Then you have these like lines, these like streak lines, the vague streak lines, just so it's not like the background where, you know, it's just a little more, it just draws your attention from your eye to it a little bit more, so that's why I did that. Now I know that he can't see, but for the other side I added a lot of spirals around his eye. He has a pupil, and then he has like 4 rings, and then like a blood vein, and then you got like a darker shadowed part of the eye. And this is like, I explained this in my previous video about why I did this sort of style. The style is basically what happens if you peel back the costume, what happens if you peel back the cutesy outside coating and you reveal what's inside, what is lurking inside, how do you manifest that character in a more monstrous form, you know, how do you illustrate them that way? And this is what I came up with in this case. If you want to see what I came up with for Blue, go check out the previous video I did. So we got the top of the eyelid, which is probably the most, you know, which stayed pretty intact. It's a little like slanted down and angry, you know, and you got this like loop around the top, you know. Then then you got these lines in there, so it's not like just one shade of color. And then we got like more skin flap down here. This is supposed to be like part of his outer coating that still remained, that didn't get torn completely off. It's not actually drool. And then there's little lines there as well, going right, left, up, and down. Now the top of the head has got like this little like vines coming out of it, and there's like an increase. Someone got he got hit in the head, or he's decaying. Maybe he's a zombie. Who knows? Then we have all these little lines that go all the way around this side. All these little streaks and lines that are all these waves and creases in the flesh-like substance. You know, all these little lines, little tiny lines that kind of just make it look really meaty and fleshy. We have a few circles in there, a few like, I guess you could say blood sliding sections. Then we have like all this blood coming from underneath his eye. And then we've got a part over here on the side of, this would be the left side of him. His cheek is just kind of indented, and we got like pus parts coming out. You got like a bulging round circular pus areas, and then we've got like the spikes coming out of him. He's bulging, you know, in that area. And then we've got all these little lines, and then the teeth. He's got like 30 teeth just on the top and bottom of one side. Another line that comes down here, and then there's like a darker hollow shadow inside his mouth. We got some drool, saliva that's coming off the top of his mouth here. You know, it's supposed to be like decaying lips, but I decided to change it to that. Then we got more of these little lines that go all the way around this area. We also have some like flesh stringy flesh that's still connecting to where the flesh is over here, the outer coating that's kind of like slimy and still sticking, kind of like webbing. A few bulges coming out of it and zigzags on the lines, so they look more interesting. We've still got lines here that are connecting to the other pieces, because it's like, you know, webbing like I just said, so it's not completely, you know, so it, you know, it just makes it look like one sheet here with the veins. That's how it could be viewed. We got some more details, like some you know, we got some dots Got some big dots, some swerve lines, spot triangles, and then big like angular lines. You know, you don't want it to be one ongoing texture, because then it just like it's nothing interesting to look at. It's just more interesting to throw in a little like small details and stuff, and decorative flesh meat sections, just to make it look better. Got this part, which is a little bit of flesh as well, that's would connect to this. Then we have like some more flesh vines over here, like slime vines, and then more little lines all the way down and up, simulating the flesh creases with some dots in there, some slanted lines, another bulge with some, you know, little veins coming out of it, another pus bulge here, right there. You know, and so that pretty much covers the basis of the drawing which I've created. In my next video, I'm going to draw the head of Orange from Rainbow Friends in Doodle Transform, and then I'll draw my own illustration, probably similar to the previous two I did, of these characters, just to, you know, with the one side being, you know, the nice side, the I love you side, and then the other side is the evil one that's trying to, that's like the actual character as they should look, you know, quote unquote should look, you know. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed and you want to see more art games on Roblox and just art stuff in general, please be sure to like and subscribe and share. Also, go and subscribe to my main gaming channel, Captain Cactus Games, where I play other Roblox games that are not artsy. Just a bunch of different stuff. Sometimes I'll throw in a Steam game here and there. Go subscribe to that and like videos there as well. Also, go and subscribe to my OBBY channel, the Sour Lemon OBBYs, which is where I play all kinds of Roblox OBBYs, both popular, niche, and everything in between. Check that out as well. It's very interesting. I'm sure you'll enjoy it if you're into that sort of thing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.